Good morning, my name is Brian Johnson, and today I'm doing a follow-on to explain the mindset, which is totally different and some traders will find it very, very strange. This strategy is concentrating purely on drawdown, and to build a drawdown with always leaving on the highest high sell and the lowest low buy in drawdown, and it doesn't matter what profit or loss you leave it in, is to develop at all times based on the trading price average, a figure that will keep your drawdown at all times in a lowest level, or in fact in a profit. The byproduct of all this is making sales. That is not our concern. We are looking to build a grid type system first, then take sales on the lowest profits, which is also a lower high on a sell than your previous high was, and the same on a buy. So basically we're using the average price trend averages, which you saw on the other one how I marked it on the chart. Hopefully we'll have this with an MT4 indicator later, but at first we want to look at doing it using the market browser. Now the principle is this, that although your drawdown is, you're losing money at this stage, we are only concerned, and we're quite happy to do this, because always the prices will tend to go back to the trend averages over time. Remember my old saying, loss, profit, loss. Loss, profit, loss. As we put on the trend prices, as you saw at this one, the sell at the highest high and the Australian dollar at the lowest low, one was taken up at 1.0680, and you see another one that could be going down later into 1.06520. The buys were strictly put on in a more fashion because it's nearly rollover, and we want to accomplish rollover swap interest as well. The drawdown is always to be maintained in this system at a very, very low level, and your sales will build up as you will be taking the lowest profit. For example, if this trade here comes on as a buy, then this will have a lower landed cost, lower average cost than the trade there. When this trade here goes into profit, this one stays on, which means it has a lower cost, plus it's a higher profit. This one will be then taken off, and the profit will be taken. One can use the prices here as well as both lines to add in and trade as you normally would trade in normal times. These are just following the average landed cost to assist you in a Bosun's type of trade. This trade is trading the two currencies I favor, as one is always generally a correlation of the other. So if this is long, this is short. So even if you have, in some cases, you will find in some cases you'll have one in profit and one in a loss. We are not concerned at any time with the drawdown. We are wanting to achieve a drawdown with a very high profit in on both the Australian dollar and the US dollar. In other words, we're attempting to find by trading our way using limit orders, eventually the highest high sell and the lowest low buy. This will be a perpetual going on trade strategy. I can only tell you this, that I showed you last week some of the benefits of it, how I made, using one full lance, I made big money in 1 or 2 days, and my drawdown was very low. In fact, in most cases, it was in profit to a large degree. Isn't that what we're trying to achieve finally in selling? Is holding stock that's in profit, not in loss, and making sales in between the profits. This concept will be hard for many to understand. It's a method of trading that is contrary to normal thinking. In other words, haven't you often heard that if we did things the opposite way when we tried, we would have made a profit? In fact, this is doing everything contrary to the normal method that you would use in trading. However, even doing this and building a grid system that will be perpetually going profits and losses, you will eventually also be able to trade your normal methods of trading in between the highest high, lowest low, just watching the average price, buying below it and selling above it. You will always have a trade that goes from loss to profit to loss, loss to profit, joining in the circle of trading. I hope this gives you some idea of the method. We are not concerned with our drawdown. In fact, we encourage it. We want to build our drawdown to a level where the drawdown becomes profit, and in the worst case areas, it's well below the 0.1% or 0.2% of drawdown to sales. Bye for now from Brian.